Hey everybody, today we'll take a look at the F-117, the new squadron vehicle added to the American Tech tree in the latest patch. We are currently in the Devserver and we are taking a look at this aircraft. Everything that we see could be subject to change. So, as you can see here, the pilot has access to a few advanced things like the CCIP, CCRP, IRST and the auto tracker. Obviously it doesn't have any radar, as you can see in front here. The aircraft it's actually pretty empty because it doesn't have a gun. It has mainly a few fuel tanks and two engines right here. Obviously it doesn't have any armor, and the modifications, it doesn't have a lot. It has just a few bombs, a few dumb bombs and some guided bombs, as you can see here. The aircraft sits here on the far right side of the tech tree, and it sits at rank 6 at BR of 8.7. So you should be out of all of the missile slinging BR. Also keep in mind that you don't have any offensive armament, so it will be a little bit of a base bomber, and you won't be able to do much more than that. Okay, as you can see here, we have quite a few allies, a few of which have the F-117. We'll take off and try to bomb a base and see how good it's actually the stealthiness of the aircraft if we get intercepted by any enemies. You need to keep in mind that you actually have to rotate quite a bit in order to take off. You don't have any flap and your engine power isn't really that great. Also, we currently have no idea on how the stealthiness of the aircraft works in game. I think it works based on the radar cross section of the aircraft, so depending on how you face the enemy radar will be more or less able to pick you up. As you can see, the aircraft has some bomb bay doors. It isn't carried externally. You need to keep the bomb bay closed as long as possible, because once you open the bomb bay door, the stealthiness of the aircraft actually reduces quite a lot, and so if it works as in real life, it will be really easy for the enemy to pick you up. As you can see, also the aircraft doesn't have any afterburner. In real life it was made so that it was much harder to pick up the aircraft via its IR signature. In game, hopefully it works the same way, because the aircraft should have a lot smaller of a IR signature. Okay, so the aircraft isn't really that speedy, so we cut a little bit forward to a point where we are actually basically on top of the enemy base. We open the bomb bay door. Okay, now it's open, as you can see. Now we are on top and we drop off bomb. We move away and the bomb bay door now it's closed. As you can see, it doesn't really make much damage, also because you have just two bombs. Obviously now I'm fully stock, so I used only two 500 liber bombs. While stock, you have the possibility to have two dumb bombs or two laser guided bombs. In my opinion, in realistic battles, these aircraft will have quite a limited usefulness, seeing that you really can't do anything else than bomb a base, and one instead probably on as a close air support on ground realistic battles, it will be much more useful thanks to its stealthiness if it works as in real life, and also thanks to its laser guided bombs. Okay, so we come in for a landing. The landing is a little bit tricky. It takes a little bit of time to get used to, seeing that it's really difficult to lose speed with this aircraft, seeing that you don't have any flap or any air brake. So you also need to keep an eye on the speed, because you actually might stall quite easily when coming in for a landing. You can actually drop the gear at quite a high speed. It doesn't break, or at least it is so here on the Devserver. Obviously it might be changed once the aircraft comes fully to the game. You need actually to hit the airstrip quite early, because you don't have a drag chute, so you need to rely completely on the brakes of the gears. So it takes quite a bit of time to stop. And so, yeah, it's a little bit more tricky compared to normal aircrafts. And so we are back to the hangar, and as we said, it's an aircraft that won't be really useful, in my opinion, on the realistic battle type of gameplay, seeing that you can actually carry just two bombs. You obviously can carry up to 2000 Liber type of bombs, but you won't actually do much in an air battle, and you don't have any offensive armament, and so probably it would be better to be used on the ground realistic battle type of side, and there, thanks to its stealthiness, probably it will do a lot better. Anyway, this is the aircraft, and this is the video. I really hope that you liked it, and if you did, please leave a like.